In this section, we're going to take a look at something called slope-intercept form. For our warm-up, we're going to look at the first question here, and I want you to figure out which one is not a linear equation. Then I want you to place a check marks in the box if the statement is applied to a linear equation, and an X if it does not apply to the graph of a linear equation. Let's see how you did. Looking at our first one, which one is not a linear equation would be this last one. Linear means X is going to have the x with a 1 as its exponent. This is actually called exponential. Let's take a look at the statements. The graph of a linear equation is always a horizontal line. It can be, but it's not always a horizontal line. The graph of a linear equation is always a straight line. That is true. The graph of a linear equation may be shaped like a U. That's false. So that gets an X. Let's take a look at the definition of slope and review that for a moment. We talked about the definition of slope in several ways. We talked about the fact that slope is a comparison of the change in the height divided by the change in the length. We also talked about the fact that slope is rise over run. And we also talked about slope using coordinates, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. We're going to keep using slope, but we're also going to talk about something called an intercept. And an intercept is a point where something or someone is stopped along its way from one place to another. In math, we're going to be looking at the y-intercept. And that is where the y-coordinate of a graph, or of a point where the graph crosses the y-axis. So, what is slope-intercept form? Slope-intercept form is this right here, y equals mx plus b. Now, what do the letters stand for? Well, b is where the line crosses the y-axis, that's your y-intercept, and m is the slope, that's the steepness of our line. So again, what was m? Slope. What was b? Y-intercept. So, taking a look at an equation, we're going to have numbers in for the m and the b of our slope-intercept form. You need to figure out what the 4 is, what the 6 is, and what the whole equation is, using the words slope, y-intercept, and slope-intercept to complete the diagram. Slope is the number 4, y-intercept is 6, and the whole entire equation is called slope-intercept form. Notice that slope is just the number. The x does not go with it. So if we ask for slope, we just want a number, not the letter x. Looking at this equation, y equals negative 7x minus 4. What's the slope? Well, if you match it up with our equation, y equals mx plus b, the negative 7 is in the place of m, so our slope is negative 7. Looking at the equation, y equals negative 7x minus 4 again, what is our y-intercept? Again, matching it up to our equation, y equals mx plus b, the negative 4 matches up with b, so negative 4 is our y-intercept. Let's take a look at some more examples. Y equals negative x, y equals negative 1/3 x plus 1/4, and y equals negative 6/7 x. Let's figure out what the m and the b are, the slope and the y-intercept are for each of these equations. Let's see how you did. In this case, the y-intercept is 0 because we don't have anything added to our x. The slope is a negative 1 because there's a negative 1 in front of our x. In the second one, our 1/4 is our y-intercept, and negative 1/3 is our slope. Negative 6/7 is our slope in this last one, and again our y-intercept is 0. Now, another thing that you'll be doing in your assignment for today is to figure out the equation given just the slope and the y-intercept. So you'll need to fill into this formula right here, keeping in mind that m is slope and b is y-intercept. So slope is 3/2, so we're going to put the 3/2 where the m should be, the negative 1 where b should be, and we don't usually write plus a negative 1, so when we rewrite this, we're going to say that y equals 3/2 x minus 1. Let's do some more. For the first one, slope is negative 1, y-intercept is negative 4. The second one, slope is negative 2/5, y-intercept is 3. The third one is slope is negative 1/5, and the y-intercept is negative 0.5. And the last one, slope is negative 5, and our y-intercept is 5.2. This first one should be y equals negative x minus 4. Fix that real quick. And the second one, y equals negative 2/5 x plus 3. This one, y equals negative 1/5 x minus 0.5. And the last one, y equals negative 5x plus 5.2. Let's take a look at a couple more here. We're going to write the equation with the given slope and y-intercept. The first one, you should have had y equals 1/3 x minus 6. The second one, y equals negative 2/5 x plus 10. And the last one, y equals negative 5x minus 6. Your assignment for today is page 310, numbers 7 through 21.